staying down. They're going for this. Motioning him from the slot right. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
To the air on 1st down. Young. This is Legance working the left side. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ready, ready. Blue 32. Ready.
Young on 1st and 10. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
On play action, here's Young. Escapes out to the left. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Red 38.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Tyrone McMillan he was looking for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Here, Blue, go. 52, Blue. Set, go.
You're going for it, Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Black 40. 43 rail. Ready?
Hubbard trying to run his way in. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him up.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success every second.
He's got it inside the 10. It's an New Orleans touchdown. The Saints making a 3-score game in the 4th.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Hookie's extra point is good. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the ready.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Cut.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. Still going through the 25. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line, Brock. Knocked out a step or 2 shy of it. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready. 45. White. Set.
Young on the play action. Buying some time right. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
For a Carolina Panthers.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 42.
Out of the gun, Young. Right back to Leggett. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Set.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Dumps it underneath, covered. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
50. Green. Fly blue. Ready.
Again, it's Young. Bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they pick him up again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
2nd down carry for Jones. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Schuck looking to pass here. He has the first over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So this a win on the road for the Saints. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Charlotte.
Zombie.